Today I want to show you a really good, quick, simple solution to clean a shower screen that's absolutely chemical free, so better for the environment and probably cheaper as well. So all you need to do this is a squirter that you use for spraying household plants. If you haven't got that, there are some other tricks you can use if you don't have that one. Just normal standard drill and backing pad and some abrasive discs. So if you have these, I can show you how to use them. So we'll go and have a look at how to do it now. The first thing we need to do is attach some abrasive discs onto the drill. So I'll put the backing pad on, that fits in just as a standard drill bit does, tighten it up, that's in there. Then I've got one of these Scotch-Brite discs. This is very, very similar to the material you use on the washing up sponges. So you're used to using this type of abrasive disc on glassware when you're doing the washing up. So really it's no different when you're looking at the glass on the shower screen. So if you place that disc over, this is all done on a Velcro hook and loop system. So it just presses straight on. The nice thing about that is you've got a little bit of padding on it. If your drill is a hammer drill, obviously make sure that you turn the hammer system off because you don't want the hammer action against the glass. That could end in a bit of catastrophe. And of course the first thing to do is, well, as soon as you've got this on, test a small area first to make sure that you're not scratching the glass. If you rub it gently with plenty of water, I've never come across a problem doing it. What we've got here is the shower screen. What I've done is I've just put a little bit of tape on the other side of the door so we can show what it looks like with it before and after. I've put a little bit of newspaper actually in the shower tray so that again we can see how clearly we can see through the screen. Obviously at the moment we can't see through it very well. Important point to note is if your shower screen actually has any paint or decorative markings on it, make sure the paintwork is on the outside of the screen because we don't want to braid that paintwork away. This one does have some markings on it, but it's on the outside and will be braiding away from the inside. So let's get on and show you how it works. Right, this is with the first Scotch-Brite disc. So you just need to spray the screen and then simply get the disc and work it away. Important point to note is make sure that you don't come up against the edgework and the metalwork or the paint on the sides, because that would obviously start to scratch that as well. But your actual glass tends to survive this quite well. Right, we've done the first one with the very coarse abrasive on the Scotch-Brite disc. What I'm going to do now is, we can already see the difference, but it's not quite as good as it could be. What you will notice is this is taken probably 90–95% of it away, but it's leaving very small little bits, which you actually need to get those away, or else it forms parts of where the limescale and the water catches, so it starts forming the limescale and the soap scum build up again. So the next thing I'll do is I'll take something like an 800 grit disc. Helpful hint on this one is actually put it over the top of the previous disc. The reason for that is we're up against the glass. This is a very fine abrasive. Later on we'll do it with an even more fine one. But what it does is it gives it a little bit more padding to it. So this disc has some foam rubber flecks in it, but because we're using it on glass and we want quite a light pressure, just using that extra padding with the Scotch-Brite disc helps a lot with that. So we'll get on and do that one now. we can already see that it's made a massive difference. One thing I did say is that if we didn't have the sprayer, there are other things we can use. So perfectly possible now, if you just get a bowl of water, some kitchen roll, dip that in, and you can use that to get it a little bit damper. You can use that to put the water on the inside of the screen as well. So I use that on the last one. Right, the final thing we're going to do is give a really good fine polish. So this time around I'm going to be using 2000 grit wet or dry paper. 1500, 2000, they'll both work equally fine. They are really fine polishing grades. So if we take off the old piece of wet and dry and put the new one on, and then we'll finish it off. Right, this time round instead of using the sprayer, I'm just going to use the damp kitchen roll. Very similar, just need to get the surface a little bit wet, and then we'll finish it with the really ultra fine paper. Okay, right, now just finally to finish it, obviously dry up the area. Again, I'm just using the kitchen towel. Right, let's have a look at how this actually looks in close-up. So this is the after side. The camera will focus. Yep, the newspaper is perfectly readable, and that's how bad it was when we started. So I hope you can appreciate this is now a really quick, easy, and most importantly effective way of cleaning the shower screen when they get really grimy, with lots of limescale and soap scum on them. I hope you found this video useful. If you can subscribe to the channel and like it, that would be more wonderful. Thank you for watching.